Alright, so we're going to have 3 players left. So top 3
this is our top 3, I believe.
Dion in winners, Chanel number 6 in losers, and Jub in losers. The loser of this match will take 3rd, which is a fantastic result. And I don't think...
I think for either play here, I believe this will be a personal best for them.
absolute top finish for everybody but Dion. It puts a lot of pressure on the top finishers, because if you're a former champion, you know that people are expecting you to win. But these blokes playing each other, they're already made it. They're there. They should already be happy with their performance. That's
right. So everything here is just icing on the cake. Now, I don't mean to sort of get ahead of what's happening here, but Dion now looking like the hot favorite to take OHN for a 2nd time. He did win it 2 years ago.
I think that if Dion is to be challenged in the final, Jub will have to take this set.
I think so too.
Because different playstyle, different state, and as we mentioned before, I think Dion's read on Chanel number 6's players is just too much. The skill difference is there, but just he knows him very, very well, and he demonstrated that in the last game. Well, let's not get ahead of ourselves. Let's see who makes it to the final to challenge Dion. Whoever it is will be a big ask for resetting. I would say that Jub's probably going to be the favourite going into this one. Both players have been going very, very well, but Jub just been a little bit more on point, I think, with his lateral movement and his spacing, rather than taking risks.
Fantastic all tournament.
And he does throw a lot of hop kicks out with Claudio, but you'll notice he's doing it from range, which on whiff it recovers very quick. So if people will dash in, they might catch a 2nd one, but you're generally pretty safe. One round up, a third of a time, and wow, that was a good whip punish. I'm surprised it didn't hit.
Forward 1+2.
Yeah, again, a move only out of Starbucks, so forward 1+2, 1+2. Extremely safe, extremely long range. And the full combo afterwards.
So 2 up, Jabuthehutt.
Yep, that's right.
From him.
Getting the rub of the green so far. Chanel number 6 lands the quarter circle forward, 1+2, but like I said,
unfortunately catches the hop kick running in.
You do have to respect it. I think that Chanel would have to be backdashing a little bit as he runs in, and then something like the flip to catch the hop kick on whiff. Otherwise, if you just run, you're gonna get kicked in the face.
It's a funny thing, and it seems to be a sort of trend that players are afraid to sort of run into Claudio's range 0 out of fear of that hop kick, but as a result they throw moves from range which whiff and then sort of get hit by the hop kick anyway.
Yeah, that's why it's such a good tool. It's a very effective keep-up move, despite the fact that it is punishable. If you can space it correctly, of course. And
nice use
Rage
of the
Art
Rage
here,
Art.
just survives to get through.
This is going to be enough.
This will indeed be the round. So good comeback there from Chanel number 6, not out of the first game just yet.
Round 4. Fight.
Starts off with a standing 3 in the back turn. While standing 2 punished there well by Jub. And again, that is exactly what Chanel needs to do. Just wait on the outside range and then whiff punish. You can't react to it, you have to be ready to come in already. See? Missed a chance there. I think, yeah, if Chanel comes back, this is going to be the key for him to just stay on the outside of the hop kick range and punish it on whiff or hit, or block, rather.
Ooh, doesn't break the grab. Unfortunate for Jub there.
Yeah, I think he was concentrating a bit, did not quite get it, wasn't expecting it. Wow, 0 range while running 2, and there you go, 40% already. Wow. Chanel number 6 waiting for that one. It is not a natural combo, but it does come out very quickly.
Gets the launch.
-12. And, no, it did not block, it did not react in time.
Now, Starburst down 2-2 actually isn't a natural combo.
No, not at all. You simply just have to react to it. That's why you see a lot of top Claudios just feeling it out with the first one to put people
so
in 2 minds.
Get a gauge on how...
Yeah, you'll run up, and that way you don't lose Starburst with just the first one either, but if you just do it, people are going to be expecting it and they'll block, so you have to get them in 2 minds. I think that it might be a little bit too strong if it was a natural combo. It's an unseeable full
that's a fair enough
combo. Yeah, that's only -12. I think it would have to be -20 or something otherwise.
That's right, maybe crumple on block or something like that. But down 2 on its own, actually a very good tool. +2 on hit, recovers crouching, so not a bad tool for Claudio on its own right. It's something Jub has been.
Yeah, and it's always got a follow-up too, so if you block
well.
it, you don't know if you're just going to be pressing buttons straight away or not. He's loading up our second match in the 3rd place match in the losers bracket. One of these gentlemen will take 3rd place, and one of these gentlemen will go on to fight Dion in the final and do their very best to reset him.
Non c'è spazio per I dilettanti.
I think it's been quite a while since we had a back-to-back OHN champion as well.
It's been a very long time, not since Jacob. I
Yeah,
believe.
Jacob. Oh, well, let's not go there. I might get a bit emotional. So, back to the match at hand. Jabuthehutt looking to do exactly what he did last game, and he's doing just that.
Hey, if it ain't broke, don't fix it.
No, I know. He did get punished once or twice, but on the whole, it's been very, very good value for him.
Barry not willing to risk ducking the down forward 3-2 for fear of the down
Not
forward
at all.
3-1.
He gets caught back turned and
Which does wall
fix
splat.
it. Alright. There we go.
Oh, gets caught by the cartwheel.
Yeah, so now Claudio getting caught coming in. Same sort of thing there. Side step, 2 into the wall. Looking for the splat there, playing very safe. Sub job, not having any of it though, just holding back. Whoa. Both players, you can tell, playing very comfortably, very confidently as well. I think, like I said, they're quite happy with where they are now, and they just want to throw down and go at it. OzHadou. Oh, again with the range too.
Nice, that's what we like to see. Test him with the down 2.
Yeah, that's right. He hasn't mixed up his while running 2 yet. He hasn't had to because no one seems to be ducking it.
It certainly feels very risky. It's something that he utilized very well to knock Handsome Boy out of pools. He's mixing up between running 2 and just running forward and doing 4-3.
Yeah, or forward 4 also as well. You can get that out of the run. 4-3 is a little bit slower, but the same principle. So it's a good mix-up. You don't want to be randomly ducking it either. Because
No, it certainly gives you a lot of reason not to just try to randomly duck against Claudio.
Yeah, that's right. But sometimes you got to, because if you sidestep it, then it's into you anyway.
Nice combo from Barry to take the round there.
Null number 6 fighting back for the perfect 1 round to 2.
Finishes the quarter 4
Looking to stay in this and go back and have his revenge on our winners of the finals, Dion. Top kick, low crushes below there. Gonna not only get a grip of damage here, but also take himself away from the wall. See what he can do with his Starbucks. If he's going to try and use it. Yes, he does.
Forgets about the third hit.
Forgets about the Starbucks only his.
Looks like this will be the round.
No, a bit of an awkward wall splat, but yes, the old duck jab into wall standing 4.
It's something that catches a lot of people. Getting hit by that crouching jab puts you at -5, I think.
Yeah, and you just want to press buttons because it doesn't look like it's
It
plus.
doesn't look like it's much, but
There you
you
go.
really can't be moving after that.
So this is of course best of 5, and we're down to our perhaps final match, unless Chanel number 6 has something to say about that. I think that his character choice and his playstyle is just fine. He just needs to make a few adjustments because he's mostly just eating that hop kick a lot and not landing any of his own stuff at that range. He's losing the battle there. Up close, he's doing just fine. But it's very hard to win the battle up close when you're already on half-life.
Well, we'll see if he makes the necessary adjustments for
watch,
game
guys.
number 3, or Barry will be going home.
We are at most 3 games away from watching our grand final for Tekken 7 at OHN14 here at the Men's Forum in Sydney. Thank you once again for joining us, and no doubt the grand final is going to be an absolute cracker, so stay tuned.
Catches jump ducking. Going to take him
Low
to the
combo.
wall here.
Yeah,
Plus frames.
with the nerf lateral movement in this game, it's very difficult to just get out the wall for free.
Very good point.
Yeah, mixing up the lows, down 3 into standing 3.
That looks
Chanel
a
number
lot better
6.
from Chanel number 6
It was
there.
a good start. He's going to want to get his confidence up and keep it going.
Good use of the backswing there. Baits out the hop kick, but doesn't get an optimal punish.
Yeah, just accidentally punished for down forward 1 there, I think.
It is -13 on block, so Lily does have options like 1+2 if he wants to knock him away.
Yeah, I think her 1-2 in the plus range mix-up is just better. 1+2 is good situationally, but it lacks range.
Maybe just for a wall splat sort of scenario.
Oh yeah, if he's goes back to the wall, absolutely do that. But otherwise, you may just whip right in his face and need another one. Yeah, but down to rage.
Very nice
Cannot
from
do
Chanel
anything
number
with
6
it.
here. This is looking more like it.
Looking like he might just make it interesting here for us and toss this game out the window.
Oh, he can't.
Or not. That was actually an excellent
Again,
punish.
it's people throwing moves outside of range, out of fear of Claudio's. I'm going to assume it's his hop kick, but really putting a Barry
Yeah,
on top of this round.
Chanel's trying to preemptively whip punish it, but you need to react. That's it. You can't take the shortcuts. It's not going
Nice
to work
use
out.
of the jump over combo there.
That, however, did work out. That was an excellent jump over setup. Something that I will have to remember next time I play. Oh! Goes for the orbital heel, and that was a standing 3-2 2, standing 3-1 would have taken it,
That
but
was certainly a very scary moment.
Job is done anyway.
Chanel number 6 there.
Yes,
For
it was.
anyone who doesn't know, Claudio's wake up 3+4, where he sort of does a front keep up and leaps at you there, actually puts you at -10, a true -10 where a jab will actually float you.
is that just Claudio's? Is that like the other games where everybody has that same property? Or half the people?
Right, so a few characters in this game have this option. I believe Yoshi might be another one, plus a few others. But it essentially acts as a guard break, so it's something you really don't want to be blocking.
Something you don't really think about in Tekken either.
Yeah.
Generally in Tekken when you're blocking it's a good thing because most moves are not plus frames and you'll have the advantage, but you not only do not have the advantage there, but you get juggled. Okay, so have the tides turned, or was that just a little bump in Jub's road to the finals?
We will see. Now, this is a no-wall stage, which I believe weakens Lily a little bit. Yeah.
Most likely. Her wall damage is excellent, and her range is not as good as Claudio's, so he can constantly just backdash and outspace her. And, standing 4-3 with Claudio is a good move. Because on counter hit, it will give you a screw, but it is -9, so it kills your opponent absolutely dead. What? Don't know what he was happening there. I think
from all the way back there.
he might have been trying to crush the run-in, but that is not a good idea.
That was a bold strategy, but
I honestly would not be surprised if he didn't got tagged anyway.
Yeah.
Because chunky hitbox.
Gets a counter hit on the down back 3.
Counter hit juggle, absolutely not punishable. Instant high crush.
Life.
I prefer to use Claudio's less risky lows myself, but well, you can't argue with the juggle. I think both players backed off a little bit here. They're not chucking quite as much.
Good side step from Chanel.
Seeing a lot of blocks, they're creating a lot of space before they go in again. This game has definitely been mostly played at about range 2. And
here we go. There you go. That's the guard break I was talking about there.
That's exactly the one. Does not quite get the full combo, but it may not have killed anyway. Chanel number 6 with rage here.
Running 2 from Jub. Takes him 2 rounds up and 1 round away from grand
closing
final.
it out. See what Chanel number 6's answer is here. Gets launched. I think that it's going to be tough for him to come back from this. I mean,
I think Barry's going to have to play it a little safer, maybe. We can't really take those.
He's got a long road. He's got a long road ahead of him. He can't just throw caution to the wind now because he's running out of life. Quite frankly, I mean, you don't want to gamble your tournament life on if this next flick kick hits or not. Oh, does remember? No, not quite launch punishable, I think. But
that's a move I'm actually not sure what.
I think it is punishable, but maybe not hop kick. Someone in chat feel free to tell me because I got most of my Tekken knowledge left behind in characters. Jub, not at all impatient, not going in. He knows he's 25% away from moving on to the final, but he's happy to just sit back.
Good breaks. Barry
4 seconds
really
left, and
2 seconds left on the clock. What's he going to do here? Jub's going to be gone.
And Jub gets through to the final. Wow, that's I would not have expected Jub to make it to the final, so absolute props to him. That's been an amazing performance yesterday and today. He stepped right up and he's done it for Queensland.
Brisbane very happy to see one of their boys make it to the grand finals against Dion from Melbourne.